Hi, I'm Pattu from FreeFinCal. In this video, let's talk about how US mutual funds have performed against respective benchmarks, and also why I believe passive mutual fund investors should not do the same kind of mistakes that active mutual fund investors do. So I was curious about how active US mutual funds have performed, and I looked at the Morningstar Mutual Fund Screener. This is a premium tool, and there are 6,471 mutual funds listed as belonging to US equity, and out of that 3,474 of them has a equity style box of large, which means that they're predominantly large cap in nature. And the last 10-year trailing returns of the S&P 500 total returns is about 14%, and only 582 US large cap funds have been able to beat this 14% return. That's just 16.75% of the entire US large cap universe. This is crazy, but still there's quite a bit of AUM in regular or I should say active mutual funds in the US. The situation for India as of now is that there are only 22 large cap funds, and only 11 have bet the Nifty 50 total returns of 11.24 over the last 10 years. It's about 50%. So it's a very small fund industry compared to what it is there in the US. And if you go back a few years, about 5 years ago, there were only 14 large cap funds and so on. Now in the US, the survivorship rate, that is the rate at which the rate of existence of a funds, that is how many funds were there 1 year and how many funds were there 10 years after that and so on, is about 50%. That means that almost half the funds die off in the future. That means more tax for the investor and more loss of returns and so on. In India, we have not got to that stage yet to worry about survivorship, because it's a very small industry. Relatively, the number of funds is still growing. And again, in the US, the reason for the difficulty to beat the S&P 500 is just a few stocks. Only 90 out of 26,000 companies, listed companies, are able to have delivered half the returns over the last 90 years. So if a fund manager does not spot these 90 companies, then they will not be able to beat the index and so on. So again, in India, we have had this kind of a situation very visibly from late 2017 to at least March 2020, when every segment of the market except the top few stocks of Nifty were doing badly, and fund managers were finding it very difficult to beat. So that's that. But the real reason I made this study is that you will always find some funds beating the market. It's impossible for every active fund to underperform the market. There will always be some funds that outperform the market. But the catch is, today you cannot tell which fund will outperform the market 10 years from now. That is the only reason why people should invest in passive funds. Don't make the same mistake that active investors do. Many active investors have this feeling that, oh, India is different. India, you can generate alpha. Active funds will do well, where you can still beat the index in the mid cap and small cap segments and so on. Many such misconceptions are there, and active investors think that they can generate alpha. The problem I notice in some passive investors is that they believe just the opposite. They believe their investment choices will do well, and they will most of the active funds will not be able to beat the index and so on. Now the point is, it may be a fact, it may not be a fact, but that kind of extreme stances is always bad for investing. As an analyst, I can calculate this and so on, but as an investor, I think we should have slightly tone down expectations and look at the reality. The reality is that there will always be some outperformers, whether it is 10% or 20% or 40% or 80%, whatever it is. there will be a small fraction of outperformers at least. And the truth is that we cannot predict who these outperformers will be today. And active fund investors will have to go from one fund to other if they are searching for alpha and so on. That headache is avoided by being a passive investor. So please invest in passive funds with that kind of a mindset. If you approach it with a holier than thou stance, saying that, oh, it's indexing is better, indexing will always win and so on, I mean, it can be troublesome, because what I see, I already see index investors having fear of missing out. They are saying, I am investing in Nifty, do I have to add Nifty Next 50? I am investing in Nifty Next 50, do I have to add a Nifty Mid Cap 150, and so on. That kind of cognitive biases are also present in passive investing as well. And it is always better to not take extreme stances and to assume that what we are doing is right. And that's pretty much what I wanted to say, and that's the reason why I started figuring out the numbers for the US industry. Bye bye.